Alright, what's up? First, two announcements. I was going to wait until I had 2,000 subs, but that seems to be a slow-going thing. So it's going to be that time of the month or every couple of months again, and we'll do some questions because they're easy and nobody runs out of questions, it seems, and it'll help. I'll make it a long video, so I'll answer the questions at length so that please the people that like longer videos. So it's a double thing for you right there. So please submit your questions below. The second thing, now I talked about this a long time ago, but everyone forgot, and so did I. But I want to get serious about actually doing it. Is a video project that I started doing, but it kind of fell apart a long time ago. But I'm going to change up the rules a little bit. My whole idea was to do an interview with one leader from every major Christian sect, and maybe some other religions thrown in there. And I couldn't get anybody to appear on camera with me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer them to blur their identities, not show their names, and to make it fair, even more fair for them. What I'm going to offer is I'm going to get to ask 5 questions about religion or whatever, and they get to ask me 10 questions to an atheist. Now, I don't really see how they can turn that down. I will not edit these videos in any way besides to hide their identities. But we'll see if we can't hook that up. But there's no guarantees. It's all on the all on the basis of whether or not anyone actually wants to do that with me. So we'll see that. I shouldn't have any trouble finding most people. There's apparently no fucking active synagogues in Detroit. Who knew? Or they're very few and far between. And I have my doubts about getting, what are they called? Imams? Is that what they call like the priest in Islam? I don't know if that's like I don't know, whatever. I'm doubtful that I'll be able to get that, but we'll see. I know that Scientologists and those people won't appear on tape. I almost guarantee you I can get the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses, because those people, especially I guarantee you I can get you the Jehovah's Witnesses. 99.9% sure, because they never pass up an opportunity to preach. So we'll fucking see how that goes. What did I want to talk about to fill up this video? Oh, so I went to I wanted to get a new shirt for the Mayhem Festival, and I went to Hot Topic, which I don't like doing, but Hot Topic is they're sponsoring one of the stages at Mayhem, so they're selling new shirts of all the bands that are going to be on their stage. And Black Dahlia Murder is going to be on the Hot Topic stage, so Hot Topic has got some new Black Dahlia Murder shirt designs. So I went up into the Hot Topic, and I didn't want to believe it was true, but there really are Fred t-shirts and Fred buttons, and I think that they had maybe they had Fred wallets, or they had Fred like the wrist sweat band things, that the only people I ever saw wear those besides people who were playing basketball were emo kids that wanted to either cover up their cuts or make it look like they were cutting, because I don't want attention, I just want to relieve the pain. Yeah, whatever, blow me. So they got all that shit with a bunch of nonsensical phrases on them. I mean, maybe they'd make sense if I'd watched any length of time of Fred, but I can't make it through more than 10-15 seconds of that shit without wanting to kill myself. And I got so angry at Fred, and I had to stop myself because it's not Fred's fault. Fred's actually fucking, he's a smart dude. He's somehow, or just really lucky, he somehow manages to make a real living having no talent whatsoever. He's not clever, he's not funny, he's not smart, his ideas, the videos aren't original. The only thing he's done is ramble on for 5 or 10 minutes at a time with an alteration to his voice. It's the only thing he's done. And he's making real money off of it. It's fucking amazing to me. But I was so angry, but I shouldn't be angry at him. I should be angry at the people that watch that. I can't imagine that there's anyone over the age of 13 that's actually watched one of those videos and gotten some enjoyment out of it. If you have, you should kill yourself. Like, this is not a joke. Like, this is a serious. You should seriously kill yourself because you have nothing to offer to the world. Like, I can't imagine what would be going through someone's head when they see that and it makes them think it's funny. Like, how does that happen? At what point do you cross the line into insanity where that is funny? I hate going to the mall in general because everything that I hate about America is in the mall, you know? And I don't know, man. It's like having your mind raped. Really, is what going to the mall is like having your mind raped. But it's the only place they had those fucking shirts. I don't know, man. What else? All this talk about this professor or whatnot that got arrested. And people are asking, somebody was asking me if it's racist or whatever, because apparently now I'm like the spokesperson for anti-racism or something. Yeah, there was probably a little bit of racism in there, but this is my question, and the question that nobody seems to have brought up. I mean, I'm not saying nobody has, I just haven't heard it yet, is, okay, so this neighbor calls the police because she sees this black guy, struggling to get into his door, right? Now, I don't know all my neighbors by name or anything, but I know what all the houses in my, on my street within, 5-6 houses down, I know what those people look like, So, I at least know sort of what they look like. And this is the question I have. Why hasn't anybody asked if this neighbor called the police on purpose, because maybe they're having some sort of feud, the neighbor and this professor or whatever. Maybe they're having some sort of fucking argument. And I can't believe that hasn't been brought up yet, because I know pretty much what my neighbors look like. And I wouldn't just instantly call the police, I know what my black neighbors look like. I see my black neighbors trying to get into their house, I don't call the police. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I saw a big white guy trying to break into my black neighbor's house, would I call the police? Probably. Or at least be suspicious. Maybe go over and ask him if I could help him out. Find out what the deal is. So it's kind of weird to me that nobody asked that question. And Obama's catching a bunch of heat because, these cops, he said that the cops acted stupid, and the cops are like, we followed protocol or whatever. I'm like, look, okay, I understand that it's within your protocol to arrest someone for refusing to provide their ID. Okay, you can do that depending on the circumstance. But apparently he got into his house and then gave him his ID and they still arrested him. All right. Why did you do that? Did you do that just because you were irritated that he got mad at you? That's not a valid reason to fucking arrest him, because then you're just taking revenge. You're just being petty. Okay? If you're going to be a cop, you should be mature enough to handle abrasive people. You know what I'm saying? Because getting angry at a rude person can have much more serious effects if they're a cop. If you're rude to the waitress, she might spit in your food. If you're a little rude to the cop, you might go to jail. I think there's a bit of a difference there. Anyway, so submit your fucking questions. I'll answer them. Probably all of them. So I'll fucking see you folks later.